Hello? Am I audible? I would need a response, please. Perfect. Right. So, what is cybersecurity? We need to understand what cybersecurity is. So, I was telling you, cybersecurity is nothing but it is the technique that we use to protect the internet connected systems such as the computers, the servers, the mobile devices, the electronic system, the networks, and data from malicious attack. It's like locking your house, but from the digital world. You use your password, you use your antivirus software, you use your firewall. So instead of keys and doors to keep your information, you're using these things, right? So let let's break the cybersecurity, right? To understand the term more deeper, where cyber means anything related to computer, technology, network, and data. Basically, the online digital world, which includes your computer, your mobile phones, your anything that you are connecting to the internet, the website, apps, and data that is stored online, right? So when you use your online banking, the system that handles your account information, passwords, and transaction is a part of a cyber world. And when I say security, security means protecting something from harm and danger. In technology, it means protecting systems, protecting network, protecting applications, protecting data from attacks, from misuse or damage. So when you install the antivirus software to stop harmful viruses from entering your computer, when you are using two-factor authentication to secure your email or your social media account, that is security. So to put it together, I would say cybersecurity means protecting computers, networks, and data from cyber threats like hackers, viruses, and unauthorized access. And for that reason, company uses firewall and encryption to keep customer data safe. You as a user, you use strong password. You don't click on suspicious link. Why do we do that? We do that because we want to protect our personal information online, right? So in short, cyber means digital world and security means protection. And cybersecurity means protecting the digital world from harm, right? So this was a quick introduction on cybersecurity. Now, when we talk about cybersecurity, there is one model that I cannot ignore. That is CIA triad. This is the foundation of cybersecurity because the CIA triad, this is a model that guides how we protect information, how we protect system in cybersecurity, where C stands for confidentiality, I stands for integrity, and A stands for availability. And together, these principles make sure that data is secure, that data is accurate, that the data is accessible. And you will not deny the fact that together they form the backbone of information security policies and practices. Where confidentiality means protecting privacy and secrets. It's about keeping information private and ensuring that only authorized people can access it. It prevents sensitive information from being disclosed to the wrong individual. So, in simple term, confidentiality means privacy, right? And then, see, the goal is simple. The goal is to protect the data from unauthorized access, from eavesdropping, and from data breaches. There is always a threat to confidentiality from phishing attack, from encrypted data transmission, insider threats. That means employee within your organization leaking the information either intentionally or accidentally, right? Then integrity. Integrity means maintaining accuracy and trust. This principle ensures that data is accurate, that the data is consistent, that the data is unaltered during the entire life cycle. Simply, the goal is to ensure that the data remains reliable, that the data remains accurate, and the data remains authentic. And availability is ensuring reliable access. That means the information and systems are accessible to authorized user whenever needed. Whenever needed. So the goal is to maintain continuous access to the system and data for legitimate user. If there is a distributed denial of service attack, which floods a server with traffic and make it crash, there should be a backup plan, right? So all these three elements that you are seeing on your screen, that is confidentiality, integrity, and availability, though they are independent, but they are focusing too much on one and ignoring the other by creating the weaknesses. This is also something that you should keep in mind. So when we are looking for an online banking system, confidentiality will make sure that only authorized user, that is you and the bank, can see the account details. Integrity will make sure that your account balance is accurate after every transactions. And availability will make sure that you can access your bank account anytime from the website or mobile app. So if any one of these fails, there's a problem. Breach of confidentiality means your private information is leaked. Breach of integrity means your balance or your transaction data is changed incorrectly. Breach of availability means you cannot access your account when needed. Right? So this brings me to the next the question that should come in your mind, that how the CIA's thread works together. So I just told you, they work together by keeping the information private and secret, by ensuring data is accurate and unchanged, and by ensuring that the systems and the data are accessible when needed. The goal is to prevent unauthorized access, to maintain trust and reliability, and to have a reliable access for the user, right? So some common threats and attack vectors are listed over here. Phishing and social engineering. So phishing and social engineering are actually tricks that is used by attackers to make people reveal their sensitive information like passwords, bank details, or personal data. Basically, what they are trying over here is they are targeting human psychology. So instead of system vulnerability, they are targeting human psychology. And for this, attackers will send fake emails, messages, or links that looks real. They will pretend to be from a trusted company or your bank. Say you are receiving an email from your bank saying your account will be blocked. Click here to verify your details. The moment you click on the link will lead you to a fake login page. And you will be surprised to see that it is designed in the same way, but the motive is to steal your username and password. A caller pretending to be a technical support, asking you to share your one-time password, that is OTP. What is the motive? There's only one goal. The goal is to steal information or to gain unauthorized access to the account or the system. Malware and ransomware. Malware means malicious software. That is a program created to harm your system or to steal information. And ransomware is a special kind of malware, a special kind of malicious software that locks that encrypts your data and demands payment. That payment that the hacker is demanding is what we call as ransom, and they demand this to unlock it. Distributed denial of service attack. Distributed denial of service attack floods a website or a network with too much traffic, causing it to slow down, sometimes crash as well. It's like thousands of people blocking a store entrance so real customer cannot enter. The motive is to disrupt services. The motive is to make website or the system unavailable for the legitimate user. Likewise, we have man in the middle attack. Man in the middle attack happens when an attacker secretly intercepts or alters communication between two parties without them knowing, The attacker places himself between the user and the website, between the user or a network, capturing sensitive information like passwords or credit card details. So if you are connecting to a fake website, fake Wi-Fi or a hotspot at a cafe, and when you log in into your email, the attacker captures your login credentials. So be very careful when you're connecting to the free or fake websites, especially in public spaces. Because the motive of man in the middle attack is to steal data, spy on communication, and sometimes to inject the malicious content. Zero day exploit. Zero day exploit is a type of attack where the attacker targets a vulnerability that has not been discovered or fixed by the software developers. That means vendor has 0 days to patch the flaw before it is exploited. So attacker takes the advantage of this time. They find and use unknown software weaknesses before security updates are released. Insider threat. See, insider threat comes from someone inside the organization, like an employee, contractor, or a partner who misuses the access. So insider can steal sensitive data, can leak company secrets. Now remember one thing, this could be intentional, this could be accidental. But the goal is to steal and damage information using legitimate internal access. Now, these days, as the technology is progressing, we cannot deny IoT, that is Internet of Things, and cloud. So, the Internet of Things, that is IoT, includes your smart devices like cameras, your thermostats, and sensors that is connected to the internet, your smart watches as well. And cloud vulnerability affects data that is stored, that is processed on the online server, your cloud services. So hacker will try to take control of your smart home devices to spy or to create the benefit. The company's cloud storage is left public by mistake. And this, the hacker will take the advantage, leaking confidential data online. Right? So now we have discussed some common threats and attack vectors. So the question that should strike your mind is, why is cybersecurity important? Why it is important? We have understood what cybersecurity is. We have also seen some of the common threats, some common vectors involved for the same. So cybersecurity is essential because a personal, professional, and national activities depend heavily on digital system and the internet today. Without proper security, believe me, sensitive data, finances, and even public safety can be at a serious risk. Are you getting my point? So, it's important for us to protect the sensitive data, to prevent the financial losses, to maintain privacy and trust, to ensure business continuity, to protect the national security, to prevent identity theft, right? And I've told you, with the growing use of AI today, IoT and cloud computing, don't you think that cybersecurity is needed to secure the smart home devices, to secure the cloud storage, to secure the self-driving cars, to secure the online healthcare system? The answer is yes. It is important because without proper security, these can be easily hacked or misused. And these devices can be an open gate to enter the network, right? So, in simple word, cybersecurity is important because it protects our data, money, and reputation from digital threats, helping individuals, helping businesses, and nations to stay safe and trusted in the online world. Right? Now, there are some essential cybersecurity tools that I would like to list in front of you. So, this is a table that you are seeing that I have distributed in three columns. One is the category, second column is the tools, and third column speaks about the purpose, right? So for a network security use, see, there are some other tools also, but I've just given you the example. The Wireshark and MAP. So network security tools are basically used to monitor and analyze the network traffic to detect suspicious activity for security issues. And Wireshark is a powerful network protocol analyzer that captures the live network packets, helps to identify abnormal data flows, suspicious IPs, or unauthorized connection as well, right? Then vulnerability assessment tools. The purpose of these tools is to identify and assess security weaknesses, the vulnerabilities in system, in application, in networks. Then we have penetration testing tools. Penetration testing are the tests that is performed by the ethical hacker, and we call them as penetration pen tester or pen testing as well. And the purpose of penetration testing tool is to stimulate real world cyber attack to test an organization defenses, right? Then we have endpoint protection tools. So these tools is used to protect endpoint devices. Now, when I say endpoint devices, what I'm talking about? I'm talking about the laptops. I'm talking about your personal computers, your mobile phones. So these are your endpoint devices. And this tool, endpoint protection tool, will protect your endpoint devices from malware, from ransomware, and from intrusion attempts. Likewise, we have SIEM or monitoring tools that provides a centralized log management, analysis, and real-time threat detection for you. So Splunk, ERK Stack, IBM QRadar are the different tools that are used for this purpose. Likewise, we have forensic and incident response tools. The purpose of these tools is to investigate cyber incident, is to collect digital evidence, and to respond to breaches effectively. Right? So tools like AutoSpy, Volatility, and FTK is used as a commercial forensic toolkit that helps to for data recovery, for email analyzation, and file decryption as well. And lastly, we have cloud security tools. The motive of cloud security tools is to secure the cloud-based environment, to monitor configurations, and most important is to detect threats in real time. So Prisma Cloud, AWS Guard Duty, these are the tools that are continuously monitors the accounts for suspicious activity or malicious behavior. It detects the unusual access pattern of the data transfer in cloud environment, right? So in simple word, what I would like to, the takeaway of the slide is these cybersecurity tools work together. They work together to detect, to prevent, to investigate, and to respond to threats. And you will not deny the fact that when these tools work together, they will protect your network. They will protect your system. They will protect your data and user from the attack. Right? So these are some essential cybersecurity tools. Now, moving further, I have listed some emerging trends in cybersecurity. You remember I spoke about artificial intelligence and machine learning. So artificial intelligence and machine learning are being widely used to detect, to respond to the cyber threats faster and more accurately. See, traditional security systems rely on some predefined rules. So you will not deny the fact that they can't catch new and evolving attacks. And when AI and machine learning systems, with the help of AI and ML, systems learn from past attack pattern, network behavior, and user activity. And they use this to detect anomalies that may indicate cyber threat. That means they can identify suspicious activities like unusual login attempt, data transfers, or malware behavior in real time, right? Then cloud and hybrid security expansion. As more organizations, as more organizations today are moving to cloud and hybrid environment, there's a mix of on-premises plus cloud. That is something that I want to tell you. So cybersecurity needs to expand to protect this ecosystem. Are you getting my point? Right? So cloud environment face unique risk like misconfiguration, data breaches, and unauthorized access. And when we have hybrid security, it integrates a control that work both on premises and in the cloud to ensure consistent protection. Right? I spoke about zero trust architecture to you. Never trust, always verify. The zero trust model, it assumes that no user, no devices is automatically trusted. You know, even if they are inside the organization's network, no user, no devices is will should automatically trust it. Every access request must be authenticated, must be authorized and continuously verified. And you will not deny the fact that this minimizes the risk from insider threats and compromised accounts. So, based on the principles of least privilege, micro segmentation, and continuous monitoring, right? This is important. Now, these days we are working remotely. So, a remote employee who's trying to access confidential file must first verify the identity using multi-factor authentication and device health checks, right? Even internal system communicates through encrypted channels these days with strict access control. Then quantum resistant cryptography. Here I'm talking about quantum computing that could break the traditional encryption algorithm. Quantum resistant cryptography focuses on developing new algorithms like even quantum computers cannot crack, right? And then automation in incident response, security, orchestration, automation, and response, SOAR, automates the routine cybersecurity task for you, improving the response time. So instead of waiting for humans to manually investigate alert, what SOAR does is the SOAR system automatically analyzes, prioritizes, and responds to incident. They can quarantine the devices. They can block the IPs. And then they will notify the admin within few seconds, Don't you think this gives a faster incident response? This reduces the human workload, fewer errors, and consistent handling of alerts? Absolutely, yes. It's the fastest incident response, reducing human workload and very few errors. I've already spoken about cybersecurity for IoT and edge devices, like your smart cameras, your sensors, your industrial robots that are growing fast, but they often lack strong security. So these devices, remember, they can be an entry point for hackers due to the weak password, outdated firmware, or unencrypted data, right? Then regulatory compliance. See, governments and industries are enforcing strict cybersecurity and data protection regulation these days. So organizations must comply with specific framework to protect personal and sensitive data. Non-compliance, remember, leads to heavy fines, reputational loss, reputational damage with legal actions. There are many framework, there are many compliance framework that defines the security control, that defines the risk management processes and reporting standards. GDPR in Europe, HIPAA in USA, NIST and ISO, that is a global standard, provides global standard for information security management system, NIST and ISO 27001, that ensures data privacy, that builds customer trust. And most important, it improves the human legal risk as well. And last but not the least, human factor and awareness training. See, human remains the weakest link in cybersecurity, remember. And when you know that this is the weakest, don't you think they require training? Believe me, most breaches start with the phishing or human error. So it's important to have awareness training. Awareness training educates employees about safe online behavior, phishing detection, and password hygiene. So regular simulation and workshops should be done. That will help to reduce the mistake and insider threats. Remember that. Companies today they are conducting phishing simulation using tools. They're training them. They're making sure that employees are trained to recognize the fake emails and report suspicious activities. Right? Now, we have understood what cybersecurity is. We have also understood the different attacks, the vectors. We've also seen some emerging trends in cybersecurity. Now, let us see what is the career path in cybersecurity, right? So again, I have designed a table having 3 columns, that is career role, key skills, and certification, right? So cybersecurity offers diverse career option, each requiring a different technical skills, problem solving abilities, and certification. So this table will help you to understand that. Okay, so basically, security analyst. The key skill for security analysts is network monitoring, log analysis. They should be aware of SIEM tools. Penetration testers, they perform ethical hacking. So they should be thorough with multiple operating systems like Linux or Windows, Mac operating system. Also, they should have a sound um, knowledge of networking. Security engineers, the key skills requires is firewall, VPNs, automation, cloud security. Incident responder or forensic expert. The key skills required is malware analysis, digital forensic, threat response, then security architecture. That means here the key skills required are um, secure system design, encryption, and compliance. and Chief InfoSec Officer, that is CISO. Here, you need a leadership strategy and compliance skill apart from your technical knowledge. So, cybersecurity career path starts with technical roles like analyst, tester, and engineer, and advances to the strategic leadership, that is your architect or a CISO, combining technical expertise, investigation skills, and business strategy to protect the digital assets. And we at Digital Regenesis have a program to make you from zero to secure. We offer us we offer the courses, the certified courses, the certificate that is awarded by Digital Regenesis. We help you to progress from zero to secure. Someone who doesn't know, who doesn't have technical knowledge, even they can opt for this course in Digital Regenesis, where we start from zero to secure. We give theoretical understanding from the concept, and then as we progress further, there is the second phase where we train you with the different tools. So first we give you technical understanding of different content, different activities involved in cybersecurity, making you from zero to secure. And then we give you hand-on experience in the tools batch, right? So remember, certification boosts your career, but it's important to have the roadmap for the beginner. Learning roadmap for the beginner. Are you getting my point? So, these are some of the certificates that the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced level can offer, right? Now, I would like to discuss the roadmap, the learning roadmap for the beginners. How can you start? First, understand network and operating system. Now, you might be wondering why. See, security rests on the network and operating system. You will agree on this fact. You cannot secure or attack what you don't understand. Remember that. So it's important for you to understand network and operating system. You networking fundamentals like OSI model, TCP IP model, IP addressing, right? Protocol inspection, operating system, Windows internals, Linux basic, all these should be known to you. Are you getting my point? Then comes learn about threats and security fundamental. You need to recognize what you are defending against and how attacks work. You should know the threat types, the authentication authorization concept, encryption basics, common vulnerabilities, incident response basics. And this is something that we teach you at Digital Regenesis in our program, Zero to Secure, a certified course, right? So you can explain the steps of a typical attack chain here. Experiment with tools. This is the advanced batch. At Digital Regenesis, we have tools batch as well, where we give you hands-on practice to beat passive reading, right? You'll be guided, safe and legal environment. On fundamental certification. See, certification gives the structure, the credibility, and interview talking point for you. That's why it's important to earn foundational certification. Build a home map, home lab, a private configurable environment I'm talking about. If you have a private and a configurable environment at your place, it will be easy for you to practice safely. A laptop or a desktop with a decent CPU and RAM, or a cloud if you prefer, right? Stay updated with the threat intelligence feed. Threats evolve very fast. So keeping current helps you to prioritize and learn new techniques. Contribute to open source. There's an event called Capture the Flag, where you get the real practice, community feedback, and portfolio building. But this is the later stage after you have learned the basics and you have to learn good number of tools, right? So putting it together, what I want you to understand is you learn theory, practice in lab, complete guided rooms, right? So you can consistently complete the beginner. Are you getting my point? Am I clear? Perfect. So now conclusion and takeaway. So I have certain points on a concluding note. Cybersecurity is not just a career. Remember that it's a mindset. Cybersecurity is not only about the title or working 9 to 5. It's a way of thinking. It's a way of thinking. You constantly consider risk, vulnerability, and protection in everything digital. A cybersecurity mindset means you naturally think like an attacker. You naturally think like a defender. You anticipate potential threat before they happen. So if you see a suspicious email with a link, a person with a cybersecurity mindset does not just ignore it, but they will think. They will think, could this be a phishing? What would happen if I clicked it? How can I verify it safely? This thinking should be there. So cybersecurity is not just a career, it's a mindset. A software developer with a mindset will write code assuming that user may try to exploit it, not just assuming everything is safe by default, right? The field requires continuous learning, adaptability, and ethical responsibility. What do I mean by this? I meant that cyber threats evolve constantly. You will not deny the fact that attackers are inventing new malware. They're exploiting zero-day vulnerabilities or bypassing security control. So cybersecurity professionals must keep learning from new attack techniques, emerging cybersecurity tools, adaptability I'm talking about. Adaptability is essential. Essential because different organizations, networks, and devices have unique challenges, believe me. And ethical responsibility is crucial. See, cybersecurity is powerful, no doubt, but misuse is illegal and harmful. Hacking without permission, leaking sensitive info is illegal and harmful as well. So professionals must follow laws. Professionals must follow regulations. Professionals must follow ethical guidelines. So a cybersecurity analyst must master firewall rules. 5 years ago, say somebody who has mastered the firewall rule 5 years ago, and now it's a different stage. We are in the AI stage now. So now it's important for him to understand cloud security. It's important for him to understand AI driven threat and IoT devices risk as well. That is learning. Adaptability, I told you, moving from protecting a corporate network to securing a healthcare IoT device requires flexibility. It requires new skills, right? With growing threats and digital transformation, cybersecurity professionals are higher demand than ever before. As organizations are moving online, when I'm saying they are moving online, I'm talking about cloud, I'm talking about remote working, I'm talking about e-commerce, I'm talking about IoT. So organizations are moving online. That's why the attack surface is growing. And you will not deny the fact this is creating more opportunities for cyber attack. Ransomware, phishing, data breaches, nation state, all these attacks are everyday headlines across the globe. And this translates into a strong job market. a strong job market for skilled cybersecurity professionals across sectors. If irrespective of whether you are in the marketing sector, whether you are in the finance, in the healthcare, in the government or tech, there is a strong job market. Companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, they are hiring thousands of cybersecurity engineers just to protect the cloud infrastructure. Hospitals need security analysts to protect patients' data from ransomware attack. Even small businesses today need consultants to secure websites and online transactions. Are you getting my point? So this is the conclusion and the key takeaways from the today's session, right? So what all we have seen so far, we have seen the introduction to cybersecurity where we have understood what cybersecurity is. We have seen the core concept that is CIA triad, wherein we have understood confidentiality, integrity, and availability. We have seen some common cyber threats. We have also seen some essential cybersecurity tools, the importance of these tools in the organization. We have seen emerging trends in cybersecurity. What are the career pathways? Top certification for professionals. And I've also given you the roadmap for the beginners. And finally, we have concluded with the key takeaways. I invite you all to be a part of Digital Regenesis where we train you from zero to secure. And then we progress further, we proceed further with the advanced batch where we train you with different tools. All right. So on this note, I would like to conclude my session with a saying by Dr. Marco. In this exciting digital world, ideas are the greatest wealth. Dare to think differently. Innovate. Thank you so much for the session.